Alright guys, welcome back to another video of KingX.X, coming to you guys with a brand new video. And today in this video, this is kind of a little bit of a rant and kind of something different that I don't really do on my channel, which I've made a video on it before. It's almost like a top 10 reasons why, but it's not exactly. I kind of just have a bunch of things written down which I want to talk about and discuss in this video in the form of pretty much a rant, which you guys will see later on in the video. But for one, Black Ops 4 ended up getting revealed today, and this is kind of what gave me this idea, because there is a big problem that I just don't understand about the COD community, okay? I understand that people don't like certain things, and that is 100% fine, but to completely go out and just hate 100% on this game without even playing the game is just outrageous. Like, I just don't understand this community, and if you guys don't know, the COD community is probably one of the worst communities in gaming history, okay? It's just because of how people are and how they're opinionated they are and everything. I mean, most people are opinionated, but you know, you get the point. So I kind of have some reasons down, and if you guys don't know, Black Ops 4, like I said before, ended up getting revealed today. The first ever multiplayer trailer. We got the Fortnite, or not the Fortnite, the Battle Royale trailer, which people are comparing, saying that Fortnite is going to die, which is probably not, to be honest. I mean, the game is free. This one you have to pay $60 for. Unless they, for some odd reason, make a good, smart move and actually make it where this is actually a free thing, but that's definitely not going to happen. And also, I just want to get into this. I don't even care about the last part I was going to say. Let's just get into this. So for one, there's something about our community that we don't like. We don't like change, okay? Like, if you guys cannot tell, people before Black Ops 4 ended up getting revealed. By the way, the trailer has like 50-something thousand dislikes. This is by far probably going to be the third or fourth most disliked YouTube trailer for a Call of Duty in a while. Like, honestly, we got a lot of hate. I think it was like 100K or something like that on World War II, I think, or something like that. Infinite Warfare, you guys already know that took the place for #1, and there's no way that there's a game trailer gonna get any more dislikes than what Infinite Warfare had, even though, like I said, kind of proves a point, which I'll talk about in this video, with how the COD community is. Now, of course, it wasn't what we expected, which is kind of why I got a bunch of dislikes. Same with what this trailer is getting also. People are not really... They don't like change, like I said. Like, when they notice change, or they don't like when people are repetitive, or the same company is repetitive and just keeps on repeating what they did literally 3 years ago, which is like Black Ops 3. People are saying this game is like Black Ops 3.5, which you guys probably know that if you guys actually seen the trailer, or you guys have been living under a rock. But I'm not going to explain that. You guys can find a ton of videos, literally thousands of videos. I mean, Black Ops 4 was trending at #1 earlier today with the amount of tweets, and actually it had over 150,000 viewers on IGN watching it live as well. And I was in the middle of class watching it, but I'm just going to get right into this part. So for one, like I said, we don't like change, okay? That's #1 thing, and that's kind of why that this trailer is kind of getting a lot of dislike. It's getting a lot of heat for what people aren't really expecting, and, you know, of course, I mean, it is change, but it's not exactly the change that we're looking for, and we kind of wanted a different setting. We wanted more like a modern, or like Black Ops 1, maybe even a little bit near future setting like Black Ops 2, but we ended up getting something more in the middle of Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, which the community definitely does not like. Now, this community for COD hates on everything. Like, the hate is never going to go away, literally. Like, no matter what, you guys, like, at Treyarch or Sledgehammer Games or Infinity Ward, they can make the perfect Call of Duty. They could reskin Black Ops 2 or reskin Modern Warfare 2, and the game will still get hate no matter what, just because of how our community is. I don't understand. Like, okay, we get it. Black Ops 4 wasn't exactly what everyone was wanting, but people, like, do you all not understand that this game, for one, you guys literally just seen a trailer. Only YouTubers right now are pretty much playing the game, and maybe people like Charlie Intel, of course, because they're like the biggest news outlet for Call of Duty, and why wouldn't they be playing it? And plus, they cover a lot of COD, if you guys cannot tell. I kind of have them linked down below all the time, but, you know, they should definitely sponsor me, to be honest. I'm nothing about that, but let's just keep on going. So, like I said, we cannot, with the COD community, we can't satisfy everyone. We can't satisfy anybody's needs or what they want. But there's one thing we can do, which is be optimistic about the trailers. Like, we get it that the game is not, like, it's not what everyone wants. It's not everyone's cup of tea, you know. Of course, it's futuristic. It has specialists, which is something people did not like about Black Ops 3. and it kind of adds a bunch of randomness to the game, which is not a good thing because you want it to be fast-paced and you want it to be like, okay, I got that kill, you know, you feel great, like you got killed by a good player. But in reality, it's not like that. Like, some games, you actually can understand that you got killed by somebody good. But in Call of Duty, if you guys get killed by a specialist or a guy using gravity spikes in Black Ops 3, it's just completely random because there's no way you guys can counter it. I mean, there is a way if you just jump up super high. But most of the time, you're not thinking about that. And you don't just see a guy lunge 50,000 feet in the air and just, like, slam on top of you. Like, it just doesn't work that way. But people in this community are not optimistic, and I really wish they were. Like, when it comes to trailers like this, like, how are you gonna hate on just a trailer and not even, the game hasn't even come out, not even the beta. There's nothing out there besides, I don't even think YouTubers have even uploaded gameplay of what they've been playing, which will probably come out later on after this video, or even tomorrow, or after the actual event is done, because I know for sure they are recording a bunch of gameplay, and there's a lot of changes that they'll probably be talking about, which David Vonderhaar and other people who work for Treyarch have already talked about. Now, for one, there's also something else. You know, we as a community, also, not just me, but a lot of other people too, we expect too much, and then reality hits us, and then we're kind of angry at it, at the fact that it wasn't something that we were wanting. Like, going back to what I was talking about earlier, that people were wanting more of a modern setting, or possibly like a new setting, and not like futuristic, almost Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, which kind of is what this game is looking like. It looks like, honestly, they didn't put their time into making this game what people are wanting. Now, I get this game has been developing for 3 years, and a lot of the community probably asked for things way late in the community. Like, do people not understand that this game has been in development probably since Black Ops 3's release? Like, I hope people realize that, and that's probably why a lot of the things that you guys are wanting is not happening, because it's just, you guys have to think about this before this game goes into, like, development. I mean, look at sports games. Right after one releases, there's probably another game that's already been in the making, and we don't even know about it. And that's just because of how behind the scenes all these companies are. But we just don't get it. Like, honestly, the COD community just doesn't not get it. None of us do, really. I mean, some of us may, which probably an exception is me. But a lot of people just don't understand, and most of the community just wants to hate for no reason. Like I was going back to what I was saying earlier, when you could make a perfect Call of Duty. Now, as weird as it sounds, that you would think, oh, perfect Call of Duty, well, you're kind of being a hypocrite because it would be the perfect game and no one would hate. Well, that's completely wrong. This community is just not what we think it is. Like, something can come out, we could be happy about it, excited, but the community is going to find something to hate about it. And that's a big problem with us, which is why Call of Duty will never go back to what it was. When before we had all of this people hating on the game, after Black Ops 2, the community kind of went downhill. COD Ghost came out, community didn't like it. AW came out, people kind of liked it, and next thing you know, about a month later, people started to hate on the game. And people hate on the very beginning because it technically ruined Call of Duty and ruined what it is today because they added an advanced movement. Then we had, what, Black Ops 3. People weren't big fans. Actually, a lot of people liked Black Ops 3. And, you know, of course, it got a little hate, too. People didn't like Infinite Warfare. As you guys can see, most disliked trailer on YouTube. And pretty much, probably one of the most disliked, if not the most disliked video on all of YouTube as well. Now, there's something else as well that pretty much is going to end off this video. The COD community is full of hypocrites, okay? Like, how I was just looking through the comments of old trailers, new trailers, even the newest trailer for Black Ops 4, and people were talking about, we're not buying the game. People said this for World War II, they're not buying the game. But what happens? People go out and they buy the game. Now, you guys want the game to actually be fixed and have, like, what you're wanting or what you're asking for, but you're not making it any better when you're just going to rebuy the game immediately after you guys said you aren't. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, how does a community go from saying they're not buying the game to come November or come October 12th, people are going to buy the game. It's going to be one of the most selling games in 2018, 2017, or any other years of the future or the past years. But the community's still gonna buy it, and nothing's gonna change. Like, do people not understand you need to change to actually make this game better? But I'm gonna end off the video here. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like, subscribe, put on post notifications so you guys don't miss another video. Hopefully, cross my fingers that Black Ops 4 is actually a good Call of Duty. I kind of have hope in Treyarch, so hopefully they'll come out and make a banger game. But like I said, let me know in the comments, and I'm out. Peace.